Okay, so I'm going to do a most likely a three-part video to sort of explain this in depth for those that are interested and want to know the ideology, the understanding of what we refer to as the narc, the psycho, the vampire, whatever. There's many names for these people. Let's not focus on the names. We know who they are. They know who we are. So when we do things like exposing or so-called exposing, you have to understand that these individuals do not think like how we think. What is good to us is evil to them. What is evil to them is good to us, and so on and so forth. They basically live to basically do the complete opposite of what you're doing. So everything that you're doing, they want to see if they can do it better. That's their whole motto. That's the whole thesis. That's the whole reason why they exist. Okay. Now, one of the things that they will say is, we don't need healing. We don't care about healing. Healing is completely useless. Peace and love. They will claim that these things are useless and not needed, and they can essentially get to the same destination that we're all going by going in another direction. So I want to just basically shed some light on that. The truth of the matter is, no, they can't. They can't get to the destination. We're not going to the same place. We're not two wings on the same bird. None of this is at all true. What is happening is the sadist, the psychopath, the energy vampire, the psycho, the sociopath, the narc, etc. They're actually being punished and sat down. It's not that they don't value peace and love and authenticity and and the things that we value. It's that they can't. They were unable to heal. They were unable to heal. They were deemed like what scientists or psychiatrists would say incompetent. They were unable to heal, unable to move forward. Now, because they're ego driven and they have a lot of ego and they couldn't accept that they were just incapable. And the reason why they were incapable is because they were unwilling to confess and be accountable and responsible. They're not accountable and responsible for anything. And they basically got to, healing like we did. And then they went in another direction when we said, okay, accountability and responsibility. The narc, the psychopath, the sociopath, the energy vampire clicked pause. Because this to them was very hard. It was very difficult. And they hated this phase. And they refused this phase. And so because of that, they decided, you know what, I'm going to go in another direction. They cannot fulfill being accountable and responsible for anything. They wanted to sit around and just point their finger at everyone and basically be a victim. Anything that caused them to stand up and be accountable and responsible, they hated and despised that process, which caused them to decide to go in another direction, whereas we proceeded. They went